Hello and welcome to a new video series I've planned where I should be talking about horror games along with possibly movies and other forms of horror in media that are due to be released within the near future. First off, I shall talk about the big hitter, which is the most recent release date on my list. It is The Last of Us Part 2. Sony recently released their State of Play along with Naughty Dog on The Last of Us Part 2, which showcased brand new scenes along with an unedited gameplay scene. Now, no need to worry, I will not be talking about any spoilers on my channel concerning The Last of Us Part 2. I've chosen to stay in the dark and to form my own opinion once I play through the game myself. If you are in the same boat as me, I recommend you do your best to circumvent any spoilers from reaching you in any way. In regards to the new footage shown, it looks extremely interesting. You can see that Ellie has learned to swim since the last game. Rope swinging mechanics very similar to Uncharted 4 brought over to help you explore new areas with hidden narratives that you might not have seen, which highly intrigue me. Last of Us Part 2 is due for release on the 19th of June, and I highly recommend to watch the State of Play, which I will link in the description. Little Nightmares 2 is up next, and Tarsier Studios looks to up the ante with this sequel. The original was a horrifically beautiful and twisted story with a Coraline-esque style to it, where you took control of Six to escape the hungry clutches of the Maw. This takes up just after the original, where you take control of a brand new character named Mono, with the return of Six by the looks of the announcement trailer. With new enemy types and new areas to explore, it looks set to be even creepier than the original. Little Nightmares 2 is set to be released at some point in 2020. Next is another sequel in Remothered, Broken Porcelain, which is a sequel to the excellent 2017 game Remothered, Tormented Fathers. Remothered is a tribute to old school horror, especially the Clock Tower series. Many see this Remothered franchise as an ode and possible spiritual successor to said franchise. I've recently played through Tormented Fathers and highly recommend a playthrough for any horror fan. It'll only take roughly about 6 hours, but those 6 hours are very much worth it. I won't delve too deep into the goings on, but if you enjoy some old school horror, I highly recommend Tormented Fathers, and with the sequel upping everything from the graphics, location and story, I personally cannot wait. Remothered Broken Porcelain is set to be released sometime later this year. Once Upon a Time in Roswell is a first-person psychological horror game that chronicles the story of a family's disappearance, the Petersons, in 1947 in Roswell, USA. Explore the home whilst witnessing horrific flashbacks and otherworldly entities. Conduct an investigation that can only lead to the most terrible of truths. You delve into the strange world of Roswell, New Mexico, where you embark on an investigation to find said Petersons after they've mysteriously disappeared for a week. From the reveal trailer, what immediately springs to mind are the influences of PT, which would bring a deep and creepy lore to this game. Once Upon a Time in Roswell is due for release on PC and consoles late 2020. Thank you for joining me in this quick little update on all things horror related in the gaming world. My aim is to bring as much information about what is going on in the near future, so all of you lovely horror fans can keep yourselves up to date. Thank you, and Alton be praised.